So as I explained in my last video, we had to eliminate the second house we put an offer in on because of high levels of radon, and we decided after that to just keep searching, cross our fingers, and hope that third time would be the charm. And we were very lucky, because when we went out looking for houses after that, we actually found one that we liked way more than any house we'd ever seen before, whether it was online or in person. And that house was actually within our price range and had good taxes and was even in the top area that we really wanted to move into, the #1 zip code that we were looking at. But we didn't know about this house until after we rejected the house with radon, because it wasn't even on the market until after we had already put in an offer on that radon house. And in fact, when we went to go see it and we were taking a tour of the house, it had only been on the market for 12 days. So we decided we were going to pursue that one, and we ended up putting an offer in on it. So here's the breakdown of that house on Mays Ave. The asking price is $189,900, which was in our price range. We wanted $150,000 to $200,000, preferably under $190,000. Taxes for 2010 are $35.82, which is definitely doable for us. And the square footage is 1652, which is so good because we wanted it to be 1,400 square feet to about 2,000 square feet for our first home. And the first house we put an offer in on was $1,440, and the second house was $1,490. So this is significantly bigger than both of those houses, which would give us extra room so that Jamie can have a recording studio and I can have somewhere to dance. And we could also still have room for guests to stay over. So this really seemed to be top-notch when you look at it on paper. But then when you see the curb appeal and the yard and the neighborhood, it just all adds up to be this wonderful dream house. So the acreage is 0.23, about 1/4 of an acre, which is the same as the other houses we were looking at. And the exterior is part siding and part brick. And we love that it has some brick right on the exterior. It really amps up the curb appeal, and it's going to help us for resale value. It also has a beautiful brick fireplace on the interior low level, and a beautiful deck, which was actually just recently added, I believe in 2007. I have to double check to be sure, but it was not made with the house back 30-something years ago. And speaking of the age, this house is 31 years old, which is the exact same age as the Church Lane house, which was the second one that we had an offer on. But this one really looks so much newer. It looks so much newer because the deck is pretty much brand new, and the carpeting and flooring has been redone. The main bath on the top floor has been completely remodeled recently, and it just has a lot of upgrades. Upgraded windows, upgraded doors, good, exterior lawn upkeep. The whole place just looks much better condition. You would not think it's 31 years old from looking at it. It probably looks about 10 or 15 years old because of all the renovations. The owners put in new utility items such as new ceiling fans. They completely put in central air. The last house we had an offer in on didn't have central air, so we were going to either have to put that in ourselves or buy air conditioning units, which would have made us spend a lot more money. Also, this house recently put in a brand new forced air heat unit and a brand new water heater, as well as a water softener treatment unit. So there's lots of upgrades there. And besides all those utility upgrades, they also upgraded some of the cosmetic things on the inside. For example, new flooring, and like I said, they really redid the upstairs bathroom nicely. Now, some of the things that this house has that the last house we had an offer on didn't have is this one has a 4th bedroom, whereas the last one only had 3 bedrooms. So that'll give us more space to work with. And one of the bedrooms obviously is the master bedroom. One will be a guest bedroom. One will be Jamie's recording studio slash office. And the last one will be like a miniature dance studio for me. So we'll have plenty of space for us. It's great. Also, this house has 2 full baths, whereas the last one only had 1.5 baths. And the last house had both of the bathrooms on the upper level. So even though they have similar floor plans because they're both bi-levels, this one will have a full bath on each floor, which is nice, whereas the other one, if you were downstairs, you'd have to go upstairs every time you had to use the bathroom. So it's a little bit more convenient. Also, if someone stays over and they're downstairs, then they can just use that bathroom and we'll use the upstairs bathroom. It's just a little more convenient. And this one also has more of an open floor plan, which we really like. In the last house that we had an offer in on, the living room was located in the same spot, but it was a bit more narrow and small. And then the dining room was located in a similar location, except there was a wall separating the two. And we actually wanted to knock down half of that wall or make a pass-through little exit in the wall that was cut out to try and open up the space a little bit, so if we were in the kitchen slash dining area, we could see people in the living room. But we don't have to worry about doing that in this house because it's already open, and I actually like that better. And then in the last house, there was, not only was it closed off, but there was just a kitchen with no eat-in area and then dining room area. And in this one, we have an eat-in kitchen and a dining room. So we can actually have like a formal table in the dining room to eat the meals, and then like more of a workspace kitchen prep area in the kitchen. So more details in my next video, but all in all, this house really seems like it has everything we need. We put in an offer and the offer got accepted.